Okay. Don't mess up my intro again. That's very rude.
I didn't. You messed it up. I tried to save you.
It is Monday, July 19th, and this is H&J Talk Sports. Welcome back. What a weekend. What a week. Harry, what up?
What's up? Another week?
Another week. A week of expansion drafts and entry drafts and Pens fans freaking out on Twitter and domestic violence and all kinds of stuff going on.
Happy Monday, friends.
Happy Monday.
Right.
We got a lot of show today. It's funny because every week during the summer with no football and hockey, every other week I feel like we talk about what are we going to talk about this week? There's nothing to talk about. And then the next week I feel like we got so much to talk about. I don't know how we're going to fit it into a show, but we're going to try.
If you say so.
I say so. I got a lot. Trust me.
Okay.
Trust me. We're going to get right into it. The big news of this week is the expansion draft. And Penguins specific, the Penguins traded Jarret McCann, and everyone freaked out. They freaked out, Harry.
I see that.
I don't understand why they freaked out. Listen, McCann's really good. He is he's always on pace for 20-something goals. He hasn't hit it. He's injured sometimes, but he's always on pace. He's a good player. He filled in when Malkin was out. He filled in on the power play. He was killing it. But obviously this coaching staff, for whatever reason, thought he wasn't worth protecting and that Seattle would take him, so they traded him for something. So they traded him to Toronto. They got back a prospect that they traded to Toronto last year and a 7th-round draft pick. I thought the price was low, so I'll give you guys that. I thought he deserved a little more than a 7th round and a prospect. What's funny is we got the team's protection list today, and Toronto, who just traded for him, is leaving him unprotected. So Seattle can still grab him if they want. That's kind of hilarious.
It's good to get something because you could lose him and not have anything. So
it's good, but a lot of fans were really angry and they wanted to protect him. They really wanted to protect him, which I understand, but I just don't think it's the end of the world like a lot of people do. But can I talk a little H&J Talk Sports shit real quick? Are you not giving me the okay? That was a question. I'm going to do it anyways. We're new here. I know that. We're still building a viewer base. We're on our way to 100 subscribers. But listen, guys, when all these radio professionals and professional sports writers were making their mock protection lists, they were wrong. We called this list dead on a month ago. Here's the Penguins protection list that was released yesterday. They're protecting Crosby, Malkin, Gensel. Everyone probably figured that. Rust, Kapanen, Blueger, and Carter. Carter is the one I didn't get. I thought that was a dumb protection. They're protecting Letang, Dumoulin, Matheson. I said that. I don't know why everyone's picking Letang, Dumoulin, and CC or Pettersson. Why would you protect Pettersson? He wasn't any good. And they're protecting Jarry. So we nailed it. So that's the protection list. The big surprise is Carter. And some people were mad about Blueger. They thought you should protect McCann over Blueger. I mean, it just seems like what the Pens were doing was they're going right down the middle and protecting their centers. So they think those are the tough positions to protect. And they probably feel like they can build the wings around those guys.
Well,
rant over. That's my rant.
That's it.
That's it. But that's the protection list. Carter and Blueger, maybe a surprise. Everything else we picked.
Well, let's see. He's older. He's up there.
He's older, and that's why it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Because
he was good though.
He's good, but here's the thing.
He was really good.
Before he came to Pittsburgh, he was not doing good in LA.
Well, what if what we've been saying for a while, if the Pens are trying to make one more run, before they decide if they're going to blow it up or not, then keeping Carter might be a good idea.
Well, that's why they thought they should take McCann because he's young and he's a 20-goal scorer, but I don't know. I think I probably would have even though Carter is like the perfect third line center the Penguins have been searching for the last couple seasons, I probably would have exposed him just because it's like daring Seattle to take my 37-year-old player who may retire if they pick him. So I don't know. Non-Penguins, man, there's been some crazy exposures. Carey Price, goalie of the Montreal Canadiens, just went to the Stanley Cup final. He's been one of the best goalies for the decade. Waived his no trade clause to be exposed. There's some huge names. I mean, Seattle's going to have a lot bigger picks than Vegas did. So this could be very interesting. Wednesday. Are you excited for Wednesday?
Very excited.
You seem excited.
I'm very excited.
I know. I can tell. What is exciting is Wednesday, in addition to being the expansion draft, it's the first NHL programming on ESPN since the new ESPN deal. So the expansion draft will be live on ESPN2 Wednesday.
That's good.
It's good.
I think that's good for hockey to get it out there on ESPN.
It is. And Friday is the entry draft. I searched like hell to find out what channel is that on. I couldn't find it. I would imagine it's going to be on ESPN if the expansion draft is, but I honestly don't know. So we'll find out when it gets closer.
We will see.
So hockey.
Also, the Olympics are starting. That's exciting.
I guess.
Right? No. Yes. No.
Hey, you know what? Comment below if you want us to talk about the Olympics. Let us know. Comment if you're interested in the Olympics. If you're not, then don't.
Yeah, maybe we'll add an Olympics section of the show.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Apparently, Harry wants to talk about it. You guys let us know, though. If we get just 3 comments that say, man, I want some Olympic coverage.
Setting the bar low.
Very low for you. Because
3 Olympic comments. We'll add it into the show.
This is the Summer Olympics, right?
No, the Winter Olympics in the summer.
Is it the winter?
No, it's the summer.
It's the summer. That's what
Why would they do the Winter Olympics in the summer?
Okay, stupid question. Generally, I'm only interested in the Winter Olympics. I usually don't watch much Summer Olympics.
I like the summer ones. I like the track. I like the basketball.
I can give it or take it. I'll catch it if it's on. Winter, I like hockey. I like the curling.
The only thing I like in the winter is the hockey.
Yeah.
But
I like the winter ones.
I like the summer more. So
comment if you want us to cover Olympics. Huh? Let us know. Let us know. Yeah. So that's it for hockey and the Olympics, apparently. Steelers, boy, the only Steelers news we've had over the past few weeks is drama. First with Bush, being a little reckless on social media. Dwayne's Haskins got into some trouble. Well, he didn't get into trouble, but he was in a situation. He was in Vegas doing some partying. And his wife or fiance, whatever she is, she punched his tooth out. So, what do you think? Before I get into it, yeah.
He didn't do anything. He didn't do anything wrong.
And normally I would shrug it off too, but it's just, I mean, the book on him is drama, right? That's kind of defined his career so far. So for better or for worse. I mean, even if he didn't do anything, you hate to see it happening to the guy.
It doesn't bother me. It's nothing.
Okay, it doesn't bother me, but I'm going to give some advice to Dwayne Haskins. Dumper.
If it's
dumper, Dwayne.
If it becomes a weekly thing where he's getting punched out by her, okay, then maybe.
No, it doesn't change, Dwayne. Dumper. It doesn't change. It's there.
One time. It happens.
I don't believe it just happens one time. I don't think you just out of the blue beat up your part. Whether you're a guy or a girl, I don't think it's like an out of the blue thing that you just do. It's in you.
If he punched her, it's a different story, but that's on him. That's his decision. If he wants to stay, it is his
decision. I'm just giving some advice.
Okay, if he wants to leave her, okay. I mean,
drama usually doesn't
doing anything detrimental to the team. It's off season. Whatever you like. Whatever floats your boat.
Well, hopefully it's not a distraction because he's competing for a backup role.
see. Maybe we'll motivate him.
Let's hope. He's got to prove that he's more than just headlines, but yeah. Dumper Dwayne. Yeah. So that's our Steelers. Man, a couple more weeks. Hopefully we get some Steelers news that's not just this crap. I'm ready to talk about actual games and football.
Well, preseason will be starting probably not too long from now.
We're getting very close to preseason, which is exciting.
Yeah.
Only a couple weeks away.
Yeah, we'll see.
I think August. Is it like August 8th? Is the first preseason game? That's off the top of my head with no looking.
Usually the Hall of Fame game is around there. I think the Steelers playing the Hall of Fame game this year, I believe.
They do. My dad tried to get me to go.
They were supposed to play last year.
Yep.
But it got canceled. Yeah. What can you do?
Yeah. That's our Steelers news, guys. But sticking with football, we've been talking a lot more WVU the past few weeks, nailing top prospects, nailing some 4-star QBs, nailing Jacoby spells, nailing some running backs. Did we decide on the last show whether we could cuss or not yet?
No. It was still up for grabs.
So I can't drop an F-bomb?
If you feel like it.
Can I say fuck Dana Holgorsen real quick?
Why?
I just feel like that guy talked a lot of shit. He talked a lot of shit after he left. First, when he left, his kids were on Twitter talking shit, and then he talked shit. He said, you can't win at West Virginia because you can't land big-time recruits. Well, Neil Brown has proven you wrong, sir.
Are we getting big-time recruits?
We're getting some big-time recruits, bigger than we have.
We're getting better recruits than we have.
We are. But this is just a start. It's snowballing.
There's some momentum.
Better recruits than we have. Better than Dana landed. So I feel like, hey, maybe it was you. Maybe it was you, my guy.
It was him.
It was him. I never liked him. Not for that reason. I just thought I hated seeing him lose his shit on the sideline every game. I thought that was immature.
Houston hasn't done anything.
No, maybe he's kind of an asshole. I mean, when he left, he's been talking a lot of shit about West Virginia, and so have his kids. So forget him. But Neil Brown, we talked about this being a make or break season, but he's impressed me this offseason so far. I like everything he says, honestly. And it has to translate to the field. So we've talked a lot about recruits, but let's talk about this year. Forget the 22 recruits. Let's talk specifically about the offense. We haven't really touched on West Virginia offense at all. What does our offense look like this year? Is it better? Is it the same? Is it worse?
Be better this year.
It's better. One thing I will say. Go ahead.
Last year was rough.
Yeah.
Offensively. But I think Doege, Jarret Doege, how you say his name, he's going to be better.
I mean, everyone's been talking about him lately for whatever reason. It's kind of his year. He's improved. He was kind of thrown into I don't want to say a bad situation. He took over. There was a transition of coach, transition of the offense. We lost a lot of players. He didn't really have a receiver. So it was kind of hard for him. But I feel like this year he's had some years in the system. It's now the Neil Brown's team officially. This is his year to show out. Can he do it? I feel like we still don't have any wide receivers, honestly.
Yeah, it's true. There's definitely work to be done. I will say, so the media picked us to finish 6th this year. I would say for me to be a successful year, you'd probably have to finish in the top 5.
And I think they could, man. I think this is a year that West Virginia could surprise some people. It's going to be tough, though. There's a lot of games that I was looking at the schedule. They could go either way. I mean, there's going to be a lot of really close games, and it could be the difference between finishing top 3 to finishing in the bottom 3, because they really have a lot of games this year. There could be 1-score games between a win and a lose.
Yeah.
And the beginning of their schedule is tough. And in college football, I think building momentum is important.
Well, do you want to go? ESPN did their little FPI projection percentages for the schedule. You want to go through it?
Yeah, let's go through it.
We can do a little prediction like we did with the Steelers now.
Well, I was going to wait for our prediction for a few more weeks, but if you want to go through what ESPN thinks.
Well, they just released it. We can just do agree or not.
Okay.
So we'll go through. I got them right here.
Okay.
So first game at Maryland, according to ESPN, we have 57.8% chance to win.
I think it's more like 54%, but yeah, that's one of the
54%.
Yeah, it's a really close one. I'm not confident enough to say it's almost 60. I'd say it's closer to 50. That's one of those games we should win, but I think it's close.
I think we'll win. I think the veteran leadership on the defense will help. I'd say that's a good percentage, 60, close to 60. Game 2, they play Brookville.
That's a win.
That will be an easy win. It's 99.7%, according to ESPN.
I would hope so.
The next game, home game against Virginia Tech. ESPN has us as a favorite. The percentage is 52.1.
That's about what I would say, 50%. It's close.
Virginia Tech struggled last year. You got to win this game.
They did. That's one of the ones you'd like to see a win if we're going to have a good season.
Last time they beat us, we had Greer. He was a junior. I want to say their quarterback he was a freshman or sophomore.
Yes, he was a freshman. I remember that game.
And that was a bad loss.
That was a terrible.
I felt like we should have won that game.
We should have. And that's when Will Greer was in Heisman contingency, I believe. And those are one of the games he dropped, I think.
You gotta get that one back.
And this is especially an important game because you play, I think, Oklahoma the week right after this, right?
Correct. At Oklahoma. So they give us a 6.9% chance to win.
I would say it's higher than that, but yeah, that's probably.
I agree with 6.9.
It's probably a loss.
A lot of people have Oklahoma as the top-ranked team in the country, so they're going to be good. They're going to be a problem. Yeah. We haven't beat them yet. No. Maybe we can upset them at Oklahoma. I dislike our chances. Yeah. Maybe at West Virginia you can get the hype, get the energy. It's early, which will help because if you come into that game, unfortunately, you play Virginia Tech the week before, which could be a battle, so you might be a little damaged. But if you win that, you're 3-0. You have a lot of energy, feeling good about yourself. Maybe you can go. I'd be happy if that game's competitive.
If we win against Oklahoma, I will give away an official West Virginia jersey on H&J Sports.
Okay.
Giveaway for a jersey if we beat Oklahoma. I remember that. I will buy you an official jersey and we'll do a giveaway.
We will do a giveaway.
Yes.
I don't see us winning, but I'd be happy with a competitive game. I think that'd go a long way.
I give our boys more than 6%, but I'll say a win.
Next game at home against Texas Tech, we are 62.5%. I agree with that. Texas Tech is kind of tough. I'd give us probably maybe 70, 75.
Yeah.
If I was doing a percentage. And at home makes a big difference.
That should be a win this year.
This is Texas Tech. We'll get to that one. Baylor at Baylor.
For all of Texas. No, Baylor is a win.
41.5% chance. So ESPN's expecting us to lose that game.
Against Baylor this year?
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Baylor's had a lot of turnover.
A new QB.
Yeah.
On the road will be tough, but
I'm going against. That's one I really disagree with.
I think we could win that one. I would say it's probably closer to a little over 50 for our way, but
yeah,
I might be biased.
That seems weird.
Next is at TCU. They only give us a 29.4% chance.
Against TCU?
They must see something I don't see. Because that's
another one I expect us to take, honestly.
I would expect us to be in that game. At TCU, I've been to that stadium. It's not imposing. It's not a tough place to play. The game will probably be sometime in the middle of the day. I would expect either.
Before we do our real good breakdown, I'll have to look into TCU because I'm not sure why that would be so skewed. That seems
like Gary Patterson, they've been down for a couple years. We beat them last year.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know. I would say that would be close to 50. But hey, next is Iowa State. They give us 32.6% chance at home or against Iowa State.
Yeah.
That's probably right. Iowa State to me is the second best team.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough one. I think they'll be battling for the division this year.
They're going to be good. Next is Oklahoma State. They give us a 48% chance.
That's one I would put close to 50-50, I think.
That's pretty close to 50. I would say they have been a pain.
Mm-hmm.
But it's at home. We owe them.
Yeah.
I'm going to give us
a home game that gives us really close to 50-50, I think. I like the home field advantage on that one.
They beat us. I don't know. I would say if we lose to both Baylor, TCU, and Iowa State going into that game, we're going to lose to Oklahoma State.
Yes.
If we can win 2 out of the 3 of Baylor, TCU, Iowa State, I think we would win that game.
Yes.
Next is at Kansas State. They give us 60.2%.
Sounds right.
I'd go a little higher than that, but I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Next game is Texas at home, 31.4% chance.
That would be a game I'd like to see it upset.
Another year, a lot of hype, new coach.
Yeah.
Should Texas be favored? Probably. But
we may have got the home field favor on that one.
Here's the thing, though. I feel like it depends on how the season goes. If we are in the top half of the Big 12 and we're having a decent season, it's at home. I think Tech will play tough and we could beat them.
Yeah.
Terrible season. We're getting our ass kicked. We're in the bottom half of the Big 12. I think Texas will come in and beat us.
Yeah.
So it just depends. It's all about the energy. Kansas, 87.4.
Yes.
I think that's almost a guarantee with the exception of 1 year.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's that.
So, again, what it sounds like, we have about 3, maybe 4 games that are almost guaranteed wins, about 3 that are guaranteed losses, and the rest of the schedule is honestly 50-50. They could really go either way.
Yeah. And
we could have a good season. It could be a really solid top 3 season, or it could be a really bad season.
Top 3 would be a really good season. I don't know if I see us getting top 3, but I think you got Oklahoma, Iowa State. You're talking about winning the rest of those. I don't know.
I think, a lot of these games, if you win these 50-50 games.
This season could turn fast. If you lose to Maryland, because it's the first game
of the
season.
That's almost the most important game of this season, I feel like, because that week 1 momentum is very important.
You lose to Maryland, you lose to Virginia Tech, it's going to be a rough season.
It is.
You got to go in. You got to go into that Big 12 schedule 3-0.
Yeah. Those
even
first
at
2-1, or those Virginia Tech and the Maryland games are the most important games of the entire season. Because if your record starts off from behind and you kill your momentum, then you have Oklahoma, and then what?
Yeah.
You have to have a good record, positive, not even positive. I would say, you almost have to go into that Oklahoma game 3-0.
Yeah.
So it's going to be tough.
I agree. We'll see.
We're getting close. We're 7 weeks away from opening kickoff for WVU.
And I mean, your Big 12 home schedule isn't easy. No. Texas Tech is probably the easiest one you got at home.
Yeah.
Texas, Oklahoma State, Iowa State. Those are all tough games to play at home.
Yeah.
You got Kansas on the road, which is nice. You'd rather play them away because that's a win. Should be a win. Kansas State could be a win.
Should be a win.
Oklahoma, Baylor, TCU will be tough. But
I don't think Baylor's that good this year. I'm not sure where they're getting their information, but I feel like this is a down year for Baylor.
We will see.
We'll see. Let us know what you guys think. Again, we'll go there's 7 weeks until football season. So maybe in another 3-4 weeks, we'll give our schedule prediction here. Let us know what you guys think in the comments. Just let us know. Good year or bad year? What do you think?
Let's say we'll do a poll.
We'll do a poll. Good year or
over
bad
and
year?
under 6th in the Big 12.
Over and under what?
If we finish 6th in the Big 12.
Over and under 6? Oh, I think
that's what they have us. The media picked us at 6.
That's the over under. Okay.
We'll see if we finish 6th. We'll do a poll.
We'll do a poll.
Above 6, less than 6, at 6. We'll do it.
Okay. Poll incoming, guys. So if you're on I know we got a lot of new WVU fans on YouTube that probably aren't following on social media, but if you go to Instagram, H&J Talk Sports, follow us there. We do a lot of our polls. We want your opinion on the poll. So go follow us over there.
Yep.
Let us know. But yeah, 7 weeks, first game, WVU, home opener. Or is it home opener, Maryland? Is that a home opener?
No, it's on the road.
On the road? I'm excited though. Let's get to our viewer questions this week, Harry. We got some viewer questions. Hockey Makeup on Instagram asks, who would you protect for the expansion draft? Well, the list is out, so unfortunately we didn't get to answer your question before that. But I would protect pretty much who they protected other than Carter. Again, I thought that was kind of a wasted pick. Man, he's just so old. I almost want to dare Seattle, hey, if you want the 37-year-old who may retire, if you pick him, go for it. Save our other players, right? That's just my opinion. So I'm not sure what the thought behind that was. And then you trade McCann. I don't know. But we'll see. A couple days, 2 days away from the expansion draft. So we're going to lose somebody. Our next question from Brad Connolly, 23 on Instagram asks, do you think Doege will become more of a game changer than a game manager this year? Isn't that the question?
Good question.
Good question.
That's probably the difference if you finish in the top half or the bottom half.
That is. It's up to Doege. Letty Brown is probably our best offensive player. I think he's one of the best running backs in the Big 12. Letty Brown is going to do Letty Brown.
Yeah.
Our receiver core, I'm still very, very, very questionable about. Bryce Ford Wheaton, Winston Wright, man, they had their good moments, but they also dropped a lot of balls last year. So can they get it together?
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like also with Doege, he's the quarterback, so you're always going to catch the brunt of the criticism. Listen, he's not Will Greer. He's got a tough act to follow here. But he hasn't had any help on wide receiver.
Yeah.
So, I mean, his wide receivers could be the difference between being a game changer and a game manager. These guys have to catch some passes. So it's a collective effort. It's Doege. It's, Wheaton, Wright. You can't drop every ball this year.
If I was on the spot and had to give you an answer right now, I would say probably he's going to stay as a game manager. Just my feel. Could he get better? Yeah, I don't know. No, I don't see him winning a game for us. Being breaking out.
So I guess game changer. I mean, what defines a game changer is winning one of those games you're not supposed to.
Yeah. He needs help from the line. We've had line issues.
Yeah.
I
believe we had some transfers on the line, some big guys transfer.
Yeah, we got some guys coming, but
so it should be a little better. So maybe he has some help. And, we're 3 years into the Neil Brown era now, so the system's in place, right?
Let's see.
I don't want to run this show too much longer. We're going to get into these guys, but real quick. Garrett Green, I know we don't know much about him, but is there any chance we see him this year?
If there's an injury, I think
it's an injury.
It. I don't think he's in the talk for actually beating out Doege or.
So if we drop Maryland, Virginia Tech, and Oklahoma, and maybe one more game in the next couple weeks, at that point the season, think we see some Garrett Green in there testing the waters to see if he's the guy for next season?
If it's due to Doege's play, yeah, but Doege has a long leash, I think, this year. I don't see.
I mean, yeah, he's a senior. He's the guy. And Doege's not bad. It's just, like I said, he caught a tough period. Transitional coach, transitional system, no wide receivers. Well,
yeah. Let's see. This could be an interesting year.
It will, sir. It will. And we're getting close, and that makes me excited. H&J Talk Sports, guys. Expansion Draft Wednesday. Stay tuned. I'm sure I'll post reaction to that and who gets taken. Follow us on social media, Twitter and Instagram if you aren't, H&J Talk Sports. That's literally at H&J Talk Sports. H&J Talk Sports. Go follow us on Instagram and Twitter, especially if you're a West Virginia fan and you just followed our channel. Go over there so you can participate in our West Virginia poll that's coming this week. Anything else, Harry?
Oh, we're growing. We're getting really close to that 100 subscriber goal.
Guys, we're almost like
13 away, right?
From 100 subscribers. We won it by football season, but crap, let's get it before that. And
we may get it by August.
Keep piling on until football season. So yeah,
keep it coming. We love it. Thanks for the support.
If you enjoy the show, subscribe.
Yeah, let us know if you have any suggestions, or keep the questions coming. We know there's not a lot going on right now, but
we're getting close. 100 by football season. Take the polls. I was going to say something else, but you made me forget. So
football's coming. There'll be a lot more football talk coming.
That's it. Oh yeah, I know what I was going to say. Let us know in the comments if you want us to discuss the Olympics, because Harry's very excited for some gymnastics and some.
There's
swimming.
Nothing going on.
Let us know.
All right.
Catch us next time, guys. H&J Talk Sports. See you next Monday.